Hey, I'm about to record some jams for Livingstone, G. Livingstone's radio show, Yes Yes Radio on Sub FM. And before I did that, I wanted to kind of give an update on how this system is currently working, and just wanted to kind of lift the lid on how it all works. And yeah, hopefully that might inspire other people who are thinking about getting into modular synthesis and live improvisation. As has been the case for like a year and a half, the whole system is built from this Pulsar 23 as the kind of like the beating heart of it, except that actually recently now, technically speaking, the master clock is now coming from the Torso T1. I do actually have the ability to swap that if I decide that I would prefer to use the Pulsar as the master clock. Then I just swap these cables and switch this to internal, and then this would become the slave. But in this case, this is our master clock. However, the Pulsar 23 is the principal drum and bass or lead synth voice, and pretty much from this, timing information, triggers and such emanate from here and get split out mainly to the little modular skiff. So this skiff is slaved to the whole system thanks to T1 passing our clock and synchronization out to the clock and sync or reset input on Steppy. So in actual fact, Pulsar is being clocked by MIDI and not analog clock. So, and in addition, T1 is also able to send MIDI to Pulsar. All four voices can be addressed on channels 9 through 12. Channels 1 through 6 correspond to the drum voices on the Nord Drum 3. And then I have also recently been able to finally integrate my OP1, my old OP1. I'm finally able to synchronize it through this Kenton MIDI USB host. So this thing is also receiving a MIDI clock and sending it to the OP1. In the modular skiff zone, the primary thing, the sound generator, is the sampler. And from this thing, obviously, I can load any sample I want. So typically I take little snippets from tunes that I've already produced and released. This is a vocal from the Elba album I released back in, quite a long time ago now, 2021 maybe. Vocal album that I did, go check it out. So this is a vocal from that, and it goes into a filter. And I have maths here, which is available to modulate either modules within the skiff. And I have these dangling cables waiting to be patched, color-coded. So I know that green is maths 1, and I know that blue is maths 4. I have two of these, and my other maths 1 is here. It was just modulating the frequency cutoff of QPAS. And then I also have this, which is special, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And I also have this red one, which is the CV output of Morphagene. So nice, quick and easy envelope generator that can be sent places. After the filter comes a Mimeophon, make noise Mimeophon, reverb delay. Also resynthesizer. It's very interesting module, this. And then finally, I'm splitting the output from QPAS. I'm taking the bandpass filter stuff and putting it into Panharmonium, which resynthesizes and drones what I send into it. So awesome for ambient. So in the same way that I have these dangling cables here for doing a bit of modular patching, I also have a bunch of dangling cables over on the pulsar side. Basically, most of the triggers that are happening for the principal rhythms are coming from the clock divider and the QPAS module on pulsar 23. So the QPAS module is clocked to these guys here using the blue connector, and I'm putting the blue connector on the number 16 division. And other color codes I have here are for 2 different options for a hi-hat and 2 different options for a kick drum, and those are yellow and green and red and orange respectively. So I know by putting my orange on the 1-bit output of QPAS, that is going to get a syncopated non-4 to the floor kick drum. But my red one is on the number 4 division, so that's going to give me my 4 to the floor. Up here, next to Steppy, I have this switchable mult from IntelliGel, and I can choose which of those 2. Nothing's happening right now. I'll put them in the middle, so kick and hi-hat will get nothing. Then I have other pins for synchronizing or choosing an inversion, so I can choose the opposite of something. So I'm going to put the inversion against what the kick would do. And I'm going to probably start jamming pretty soon. This white one synchronizes the LFO, so I'm going to put that on the number 1 division, so that's going to be a fairly long, fairly slow cycle. What else to show? I'm going to be using the OP1 for little percussive interjections. The Erica Synth Fusion Box is a very gnarly bucket brigade delay, very good for making gnarly bass sounds, I guess. Anyway, enough talk. I'm gonna start jamming. Oh yeah, if you like any of these, I'm gonna be uploading the stems. That's the last thing I forgot to mention. In fact, I haven't even talked about this mixer. Might as well talk about the mixer. So obviously, all of these outputs are feeding into this Allen and Heath CQ18T, which is a new product from them. They have packed an enormous amount of functionality into a really small mixer, and the touchscreen is just big enough to be fun and fast to work with. But as you can see, I have most of my inputs filled, and one of the things about this that I love so much is it has a multi-track recorder. So I'm now going to be recording these sessions, and the multis will be available to download just from a Google Drive link or something. So if you want to do something with any of these, have at her. Just credit me. All right, and without further ado, I'm going to start jamming.